Thanks for joining us here on the Bearcats Sports Network, and we're very pleased to be joined by McKendree head football coach Mike Babcock. And Coach, signing day 2015 has come and gone, and the McKendree Bearcats have once again added a bumper crop of talent. 44 players have put their name on the dotted line to sign to play for the McKendree Bearcats this coming fall. Coach, first of all, congratulations. Why don't you give us some general comments about this year's recruiting class?
Overall, obviously great numbers, but more importantly, I think great talent. We definitely needed some needs, on both sides of the ball, and I feel like we've addressed those needs. And again, just very, very excited to bring in this new class.
Obviously, offensive, defensive side of the ball, lots of talents coming in. Let's go ahead and start on the defensive side of the ball. I know when we've talked in the past, going into the recruiting season, your emphasis was to look hard on the defensive side of the ball. And it looks like with the talent, the size, the speed, the guys that you've brought in, you're able to fill some of those needs. Why don't you go ahead and talk about the defensive side of the ball and maybe highlight some key players for us?
Defensively, it was a big deal for us in this recruiting class because, more importantly, we've lost a lot of seniors. I look at the back half and at the safety position, I lost guys like Harrison Skokos, David Thomas, who had a significant amount of playing time, so I needed some safeties, to be able to come in. And I had, one or two mid-year transfers, Max Shepard, who played out in Arizona, and also Leland Ducksworth, who played down in Mississippi. Very good talent, and also was able to bring in some key freshmen that I feel like can contribute, hopefully early on. I've got guys like Josh Lovings, down the street in Alton, a big-time player. I've got Daniel Shelton, out of Eureka, Missouri. I've got Josh Cole up in Chicago. A lot of young talent, bunch of other guys I think that can come in and compete for those type of jobs, especially when you have some seniors leaving. I feel very good, in the back half. At the linebacker position, we lost guys like Bryce Colvin, Drake Schmedlock, Alec Gertis, all of them having significant amount of playing time. So this year we ended up bringing in a mid-year transfer in Brandon Moody, who played at Cerritos College out in Southern California. And he's doing great since he's been here, but also freshman-wise, able to snag a kid out of Georgia, and by the name of Cole Ford. And Cole's a great linebacker, can definitely find his way to the ball. Key guy, and definitely excited for him and a couple of the other players that are coming in at that position. Very excited. And then up front, we lost a couple interior linemen, which I think was our big need. Losing guys like Cam Ford, Colin Townsend, Sam Legg. We needed to beef that up. So we brought in a transfer from Mount Sac in Tyler House, and Tyler's done a phenomenal job since he's been here. But then also, able to bring in talent like Zach Earing out of the Central Illinois area. Zach Wigner from Rochester. Some big guys up front, even on the perimeter, to help out with our guys like Lucky Barr and Brett Pierman, a guy like Caden Cooper from Georgia, fantastic athlete. Very excited to see what we do defensively.
Also some talent coming in on the offensive side of the ball. I know you want to fill some needs up front, but also address some skill positions on the offensive side of the ball. Why don't you go ahead and talk about the offensive recruits coming in?
Up front, big offensive lineman Joel Van Allen from Chicago. Very big, very physical, can run fast. I'm very excited to see what he can do up front. In the back half, I'm looking at, say, quarterback. I've got guys like Blake Holsey from Union, Missouri, and Tamon Watkins from Chicago. A couple other kids coming in for that spot. Key spot for us, especially having a senior quarterback. So very excited to see what the freshman quarterbacks can do as they get here. And then also the wide receiver position. I'm looking at guys like Kendall Tyler from Southeast Springfield, very smooth, great catcher, can run, definitely do some good things. Daquan Dudley from Rich Central, he is fast. I mean, he might be a guy just like we have with Cameron James. Can do multiple things with him. And then also a guy like Eddie Lee coming out of Memphis, at a great school. He's a guy that can easily come in and step in for a guy that's leaving like Dwayne Gotti, a big guy, physical. Very excited to see the wide receiver position. So, but overall, like you said, got a little bit bigger up front, and the skill position, I think we got a lot better.
Coach, in your comments, the one common theme, you listen to where the recruits are coming from. That recruiting base continues to expand for the McKendree University football program. You talk about Springfield area, Chicago area, recruits from Memphis, Tennessee, Georgia. So go ahead and talk about the expansion of that recruiting base and how it's helped our program.
Well, I still want to be able to control the state. I want to be known as the best Division II program in the state of Illinois, and whether that's from Carbondale all the way up to Rockford. And I feel like we have addressed that we're getting our name out, that we're continuing to build that high school base of Illinois talent, because there's some good football in Illinois, and yet also try to expand that McKendree name nationally by grabbing kids from Georgia, grabbing kids from Memphis. Being able to just get that name out there a little bit does help.
In addition to expanding that recruiting base, still a solid base in the Metro East and St. Louis area. You've added a total of 7 local recruits. You've touched on a few of them. Why don't you go ahead and talk about the local signees for the Bearcats?
I did want to recruit St. Louis, especially since it's only 20 minutes away from downtown. So a great area, great talent. From the Metro East side, I've got a couple players from Belleville East that I think are phenomenal athletes. I've got Demarius Ward, who's a great running back, small running back, but I'm telling you, he's got a freaking big heart and he is tough as nails. So he freaking runs, and it's going to be exciting to see what he can do. I've also got Oz Moore, whose sister actually played here at McKendree a couple years ago, and very excited to see what Oz can do at the wide receiver position. I think he's got great hands. I think he's a great talent. He could be a guy that could come in fairly quickly and do some good things. So, but overall, in general, excited to see our guys from far away. Really excited to see the guys locally, all coming in trying to win a championship.
Hard to believe another recruiting class has come and gone, but sounds like some great additions, and I know McKendree fans are certainly looking forward to seeing this newest Bearcat class in action. Coach, thanks for joining us. Good luck as you head into spring ball, and we can't wait to see the new guys come in August.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining us here on the Bearcat Sports Network. Don't forget you can follow McKendree Athletics all year long at mckbearcats.com.